Well, they say marriages are made in heaven. I'm sure they are. But if you ask any married couple, they will say living in heaven is not easy. Welcome to a new episode of An Ordinary Review with PJ. And in today's episode, I'm reviewing a very intense drama series called Scenes from a Marriage. It's a 5-part limited series from HBO, which is available on Disney Hotstar. The series stars Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain in main roles. In fact, the series revolves around these two characters. It's about their married life and the trials and tribulations that they go through in their married life. So here's my review of Scenes from a Marriage. Scenes from a Marriage is a very intense drama. And it plays out like a teleplay. It plays out like a drama. In fact, at the beginning of every episode, you see Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain, who play this married couple, getting ready for the scene, as if they're getting ready to go on stage and play and do the play in front of you. And there's a camera crew and everybody's kind of setting up the set for them. And as soon as action is set, they get into the play mode. So you actually see this series as if you're sitting in an auditorium watching them do right in front of you. It's all about dialogues, conversation, and their acting. There's hardly any other action in this series. It's all about they're in this house and having intense conversations between them around their married relationship. That's what this series is all about. So you have to watch it as if you're watching a live drama, and that's actually the beauty of it. You enjoy it more when you know that it's actually a live drama that's playing in front of you. Now in this series, Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain play this married couple. Oscar Isaac is a professor who's taken a sabbatical, he's doing part-time classes, and he's taking care of the family. They have a young daughter. And Jessica Chastain is a corporate woman. She's trying to rebuild her career, which kind of got derailed when she got pregnant with her first daughter. Now the series starts where she comes home to announce to Oscar Isaac that she's pregnant again. And that starts the turmoil. Oscar Isaac loves children. He feels having another child will be a great boon to their young daughter. Whereas Jessica Chastain feels that with the first child, she suffered a lot on her career and she's not keen to have the baby. And how that relationship starts getting affected by that conflict that they're going through because of this situation. Of course, Jessica Chastain decides her career over the second baby. That affects the relationship further, and how Oscar Isaac deals with that, which in fact infuriates Jessica Chastain further, because she feels that he's hiding his true feelings from her. He's trying to take care of her. He's being very nice to her, but that seems all artificial to her. And that leads to complications and breakdown in the relationship. And the story moves on. Every episode explores a different aspect of the married relationship that they have, and how it moves from the this situation that complicates it to eventually leading to a breakdown, to a divorce, and years later they come back and meet each other. So the essence of what I actually felt in this series is about this relationship in marriage is all about communication and being transparent. And many a times you find it very difficult, because you feel that if you're going to communicate transparently, you may actually end up hurting the other person. And so there is this diplomatic mask that people wear in trying to take care of the relationship, because they feel that's the best way to move forward. But how that actually leads to further simmering, further discontentment, suffocation in the relationship, which eventually blows up. And when it blows up, it actually leads to more honest conversations to start coming out. And then sometimes it's too late because the damage is far done. That is what this series actually explores. So the conversations that you hear, but it's the listening part that is missing, and that gets examined very closely in this series. Another aspect that you actually get to see is that as they're growing apart, there is still that fondness between the two. They go apart, but they still want to be with each other. But somehow the relationship is not on the same footing, once it's broken. And how, that affects their equation forms another interesting dimension in the series. In terms of performances, both of them have done a fabulous job. The entire series hinges on their performance. Jessica Chastain as this woman who's conflicted, who wants to focus on her career, at the same time wants the marriage life to work, and she's conflicted because she somehow feels Oscar Isaac is not measuring up to her expectation, the suffocation that she goes through, and and how she is desperate to escape. And the choices that she makes obviously makes you feel that she's making the wrong choices. You have a negative vibe about her performance, but you also sympathize with her in terms of what she's truly going through and how she feels that the current relationship is not working out and she needs to move on, otherwise she'll get destroyed mentally. On the other side, Oscar Isaac's performance is fabulous about this doting husband who wants to take care of her. He thinks he has done everything right, but then he's unable to understand why the relationship has broken down. He's trying to plead to make her understand that that he will correct himself. He tries to see what can be done to save the relationship, to save the marriage, but then at some point he reconciles to the fact that it's gone beyond repair, and then he tries to move on. But how that decision to move on doesn't really come about. Even though they have chosen their separate paths, they still have this longing for each other. And in fact, it also shows that sometimes growing apart brings you closer. So as you move apart, you actually start understanding each other much better. And as you meet thereafter, the relationship seems to be at a much more comfortable, much more mature point for you to be really true to each other and true to yourself. That's also very beautifully explored in this series. So if you like intense relationship dramas, and if you like where there are these deep conversations that happen and you would like to get mentally involved in those conversations, then this is a good series to watch. This is a heavy series. It will take something out of you as you watch this, and at the same time, if you love this relationship and this multi-dimensional thing that goes on into a married couple's relationship, then this is something that you'll enjoy. So I would say that if you would like to check this out, intense drama series, do enjoy it, because I truly enjoyed this series, and I'm sure if you like this kind of slow moving, slow burning, intense series, then this will be a good one to catch. Scenes from a Marriage on Disney Hotstar. Thank you for watching my reviews. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and sharing your feedback. If you'd like to listen into my reviews, please do subscribe to my podcast on Apple Podcast or Spotify and leave a 5-star rating so others can discover my reviews. If you like to watch my reviews, then obviously YouTube channel is there. Please do. I look forward to bring a lot of interesting reviews for all of you. Till next time, bye-bye.